What's up, friends? Welcome to the vlog. It's Wednesday and I'm hanging out with Bison over here, Mr. B. I'm done with my clients. I'm gonna finish editing this video. I have a lot going on today, guys, and worst of all, I have a 3-hour event in the afternoon that I really tried to get out of. And I don't know about you, but like for me, the thought of 3 hours of socializing is very overwhelming. I mean, I socialize for a living, like with my clients, but that's different because I'm teaching them something and we're working out and we're talking and I know them. So it's very different when it's like everybody is new and it's just like I don't even know what we're gonna talk about for 3 hours. It's like an event. It's at the podcast studio that Gino and I record our podcasts. And I really love these people that run it and own it because they're just such good people. They always help like small business owners and they've helped us so many times with taxes and bookkeeping and like all the stuff that nobody tells you about. They've been very, very helpful. Oh my God, he's falling asleep. Look at his face. Yes, my little love. Maybe this will, yeah. But yeah, so that's what we're doing today. I tried to get out of it, but Gino like literally called me out. He sees through me. Like I can't even hide it. So we're gonna go there today from, I think it's from 5 to 8. And I really do think it's important for Gino and I to learn to network and learn to meet people in person. We both have like, we have an extrovert side, but we are also both very introverted. And like I love being by myself and just like I can do so many things. I can think of so many things to do. So it's definitely tough, but we're gonna do it. I didn't want to wash my hair today. It's just too early. Like it's only day 4, so I didn't want to wash it. And I don't think I'm gonna wash it. I always want my hair to be at its best when I meet people, especially like first impressions. But I think I'm gonna try to fix it and we'll see. I still have to work out. I still have to do stairs and workouts and stuff like that. So I don't even know how it's gonna look after. If it's really bad, then I will wash it. But I guess we'll just play by ear right now. Excuse the fucking washing machine if you can hear it. It's so loud because it's so old. But it's better than not having one. I remember when I was in college and I used to have to walk to the laundry room that was outside, and I went to school in upstate New York. It was cold as fuck. I mean, like you did not want to do laundry. It was not worth it. You just wear the same fucking clothes. So it's definitely a blessing to have laundry inside the house. I should not complain about it. And Gino and I, we don't have that many clothes. Like we're very minimal with our clothes, and we work out and we spend most of our time at the gym, which means I am pretty much doing laundry every fucking day. It's ridiculous. Oh. Okay, I'm gonna finish editing this vlog and post it, and then I'm gonna go to the gym, and maybe I'll read a little bit too. Okay, bye. Bison, what are you doing? What are you doing? All right, guys, I am finishing my coffee. I'm gonna go work out. It's time. I'm late. I'm always late. I'm always running behind. Whatever. But I am going to Lifetime, so I can't video it. And I'm in a rush. So you're gonna have to excuse me. I'm doing shoulders and abs. Just doing one ab motion, like the ab roller, and some shoulders. Typical, you know, nothing crazy. But maybe I'll just tell you what I did so you can kind of mimic it. We got the fit going on. These are my favorite bombshell leggings, to be honest. It is just the most beautiful day in Scottsdale, Arizona. I'm not even kidding. Oh, I finished my workout. I got the Stairmaster part for you, but that's about it. I just did some lateral raises, front raises, Arnold press for shoulders, and I did some reverse flies on the machine, and I did some leg raises, and that's it. It was really simple. My scars were starting to like kind of freak me out a little bit, so I didn't really push with the abs, but I did my best. So I'm gonna go home and eat and get ready to go to this event.
What was I gonna tell you? Oh, I was reading earlier. Oh my god, you guys, this book is amazing. You need to read it, especially if you are like pursuing something creative right now, or you are a more creative person. Like I never pursued those endeavors, and this is my creative decade now. So I just think that's such a good book to read. And it was talking about how like changing our mindset around like what performance is, and looking at it in the face of like, what if failure is part of the definition of performance, you know? And I thought that was so valuable. Like, I know I'm guilty of this. Like, when I try to practice violin, I'm always looking for the perfect conditions. Like, oh, my neck, I want my neck to not hurt. I want like me to be in a good mood and everything to be perfect and the dogs to not be around me and stuff like that. But it's like, what if that is part of your practice? Like, what if that is practice? So just like expanding the box of what we think something is and what our definitions are. But I thought it was great. Highly recommend. It's called The Art of Possibility.
Okay, I wanted to read you this quote that I read in this book today that I thought it was absolutely amazing. And again, I don't think I got the whole name right when I was walking in, but the book is called The Art of Possibility by Rosamund Stone Zander and Benjamin Zander. And this is them, and they're married. So let me read this quote for you. And this is something that I have truly changed my way of thinking about money, life purpose, work, and stuff like that. You know what I mean? I've changed my mindset around that so dramatically in the past like 3 years. It took me 3 years, honestly, 3 to 4 years, probably more, probably 5. But I wanted to read you this quote because this is exactly how I feel now. By Soren something. I can't read. I don't know the name. So it says, if I were to wish for anything, I should not wish for wealth and power, but for the passionate sense of what can be, for the eye, which, ever young, sees the possible. Pleasure disappoints, possibility never. And what wine is so sparkling, what so fragrant, and what so intoxicating as possibility? Guys, I literally have stopped having any money goals. I don't have any money goals anymore. Like, I just stopped. I thought it was so stupid to have like, oh, I'm going to make 200K this year. Oh, I'm going to make 200K a month. Oh, I'm going to make this and that. It's stupid. Money is a tool. Money comes by itself. It has nothing to do with what you're doing. Now, what I've been putting out there, what I've been focusing on is the possibility. It's a possibility of a fulfilled life, a possibility of like, what can I do? You know, what could come from XYZ that I'm doing in my life? And that's what I want. Like, to me, like exactly like what he said, possibility is intoxicating. So much better than money. Like, I don't care if there was a time where I worked at Chrysler and I had a lot more money than I have right now, but I felt miserable and I felt like I was a slave and I felt like I had nothing. There was no amount of money that was enough for me to feel like it was enough for what I was doing with my time every single day. For 90% of my time, 80% of my week was spent in a way that I absolutely despised. And I don't know, I've just really changed my mind around that. And I just have faith that money comes. Cut it out. I just have faith that money comes when I need it for the things that I need it for. And that's it. On that note, I just got a deposit from Poshmark for $240, and I absolutely have no summer clothes, by the way. None at all. So I want to make sure, I want to try to stretch this to $240 to get like other things for the summer. I need a pair of bathing suit. I need like kind of like summer clothes, like if we want to go to church or if we want to go to like some networking events. But I think what I'm going to focus on is I want to try to get more workout clothes or athleisure, because to be honest, like that's a big part of what I'm doing right now, and I would like to represent myself when I go somewhere. I would like to represent myself with that identity. at least for now. And I think that the part of me that's more creative and I want to like wear dresses and this and that, which I will get one Skims dress. I've said that to myself. But I think that other part of me is, it's just not the right time for it. Like, I'm not yet going to those events. I think that will come later. But that's just what I'm seeing. But it's not that I'm not pursuing those things. I am. I'm playing violin. Like, what I want to do is I want to pay for violin classes. I want to like take dance classes. You know, that's where I want my money go, not necessarily to like outfits and looks that represent that, because I want to first focus on like being that person and like learning those skills. Okay, I'm ranting, but I want to read you that quote. It was so beautiful in my opinion. So I'm gonna eat because I'm starving.
So we just got to the podcast studio, the location that they have, and we're 20 minutes early because Gino is a pain in my ass with being early. So we're 20 minutes early and we're supposed to have a meeting with somebody at 5, and then the event is at 6, from 6 to 8. Can you tell how tired I am? I am literally about to fall asleep. This is why I don't do things. Oh my god. It's very hard. Very, very hard. Very, 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 very outside my comfort zone. Very, very much. You guys, I never ended up making a closing clip yesterday because we went to the event and it took so long and I was so tired. And when we came home, I just had mini bars and like a protein shake and I went to bed. I skipped my last meal too, and I think that I'm just so hungry today because of it. It is the next day. But I'm going to finish this vlog, so I wanted to make the closing clip. I also wanted to tell you how the event was, and the event itself was really good. It was very informational. We talked about marketing, branding, running a business, all this good stuff, customer service. But the thing was that I've promised myself that I'm gonna be a better networker, because I feel like I'm very good at, you know, making the video or being in front of my phone, and I have a lot that I can help people with, but I have a hard time being in the community and socializing and meeting new people. And I don't know, maybe it's just me, or maybe I just felt like after COVID, it just got so much harder for me to keep doing those things. There was a time where I was really like good at that stuff, but it almost doesn't even feel like me anymore. You know, well, I'm doing so many things that I never thought I would do. So of course, like, people change, I've changed, but I really wanted to make that commitment, you know, and that's all it is. It's a commitment, because the first few steps is hard. Like, when you first try to talk to a couple of people you don't know, it's really hard. Like, what am I gonna say? What pickup line am I gonna use? Why should they talk to me? Am I annoying them? Like, do I look stupid? There's just so many negative thoughts that can happen in that moment. But I did push myself outside of my comfort zone. I pushed past my limits, like they say in anime. I pushed past my limits and I talked to one lady that was by herself. She ended up being a coach. And then I talked to 2 girls that were actually there to present, and they were influencers, like 21 and 22-year-olds. It was good. They had a really good story. They had really good personalities, and I mean, I really liked what they were talking about, and I just love seeing people being themselves and then succeeding. And it's funny because afterwards they try to think about, well, how did that happen? Like, these girls made a few videos that, like, they made videos for a long time, for like years, and then they made a couple of their videos went viral, and they were like so simple, very simple videos, and they went viral, and they ended up getting like approached by the product owners, and it was actually about curly hair. And then they flew them out, and they were on the billboards and stuff like that. So it's just like, you know, so many good things came out, so many possibilities and opportunities came out for them, out of just doing the things that they like. Funny, because I just read you that that quote on possibility and not money. But yeah, and then it's funny because they look back at it and they're like, well, this is what we think that we did, so if you do that, maybe you'll be successful. That's why it's so hard to give people advice, because in my opinion, they're just being themselves. And yes, of course, they have some technical advice that can help, but at the end of the day, they're just being who they are, and that's why it works out for them. So it's also hard to take advice. I think that to me, it's like, you should always listen to yourself, like to the deep down in yourself. You know everything, you have all the answers, and we're all different, even though we're all the same. But I feel like if we all listen to the voice inside of ourselves, that it will guide us. Like, we'll know what to do, because nobody else can tell us the thing that we need to do for ourselves, if that makes any sense. So it was great. I did feel a little bit disappointed, because I definitely, like, after I talked to a few people, like 3 people, I told Gino, I was like, I want to leave. I started to get very uncomfortable, and I like didn't want to keep it was like, it's like I didn't want to keep pushing myself to talk to new people. So I felt kind of drained from doing it. So we left, and I don't know, I just want to, like, I don't want to be negative about it, because I did push past my own insecurities, even if it was for 3 people, for 2 people, even if it was just 2 conversations. I still feel like I want to, like, take that as a win, instead of thinking, oh, well, I didn't talk to enough people. So yeah, Gino and I are making a commitment to go to 2 in-person events a week, like whatever they may be. We're making that commitment, because I think it's important for us to be in the community, to talk to people in person. Like, we have so much to offer, and I feel like we are doing a disservice to everybody and to ourselves by hiding behind the doors of our own house, you know. And like, who are we to judge that? Like, who are we to say that we aren't good enough? Because maybe we have something to give that other people want, and we're just being selfish. Then we're just being selfish. So I don't want to go on a rant, but I am gonna end this video here, and I'm immediately gonna start the next video. But I did not want to slack on it. I wanted to finish this video, and I wanted to post it for you. So, and I will do legs today, so I'll get that in the next video for today's vlog. If you're new here, thank you for watching. My name is Negar. I'm sorry if I ramble, and you notice very quickly that I have no fucking clue how to end these videos. They're the beginning of the video and the ending of the video is very fucking awkward. So yeah, if you haven't subscribed to my channel, I post daily vlogs. It's about health, fitness, what I do with my life, how I quit my job, and what am I doing, figuring out like what I'm doing with the rest of my life, being in my creative decade, exploring my feminine side, curly hair stuff, all sorts of stuff. So I will see you guys in the next vlog. Okay.
I thought you were taking a picture this whole time.
No, it's a video.